On a quiet street in Prospect, Australia, a horrific act of violence shocked an entire nation. Darkness often hides the most heinous acts, and on this street, an unthinkable crime took place. A crime so brutal it left a permanent scar on the psyche of the nation. An act so monstrous it defied comprehension. A tragedy so profound it still echoes through the years. A darkness unseen and unheard of until it was too late. This is the tragically brutal story of Anita Lorraine Cobby. Anita, a nursing sister and a former beauty pageant winner, was just 26 years old. Born and raised in Australia, Anita was deeply loved and respected by those who knew her. She was a beacon of light in her community, a young woman with a heart full of compassion and a life full of promise. But beneath the surface of her seemingly perfect life, Anita was grappling with the aftermath of a broken marriage. Seeking solace and comfort, she returned to the warmth of her family home in Blacktown. Yet her life took an unimaginably tragic turn on a chilling February day in 1986. The second day of the month marked the last day she would spend alive. Anita was found brutally murdered, a victim of a violence so horrific it sent shockwaves through the nation. The pain-inflicting ordeal she went through was of spine-chilling stature. The subsequent investigation revealed a disturbing tale of heartless crime. The local police, working tirelessly day and night, slowly began to unravel the horrifying truth behind Anita's demise. It became chillingly clear that this was not a random act of violence, but a premeditated monstrosity. The primary suspect, a man named John Travers, emerged from the shadows of society. Travers, along with a group of men, were believed to have abducted Anita, inflicting upon her a night of terror that ended in her untimely death. The investigation was painstaking and arduous, with every shred of evidence pointing towards the sheer brutality of the crime. Travers, a man known for his violent tendencies, was the ringleader, orchestrating the horrific events of that fateful night. Along with him, the Murphy brothers and Mick Murdoch were identified as co-conspirators, their involvement adding another layer of dread to the evolving narrative. As the suspects were apprehended and the case went to trial, the true extent of the atrocity began to unfold. The courtroom was a tense arena, filled with palpable outrage and heartbreak as the details of Anita's last moments were laid bare. The trial proved to be a painful event for all. The excruciating details of the crime were laid bare and the culprits were finally brought to justice. Sentenced to a lifetime imprisonment in New South Wales' most grueling prisons, the Murphy brothers, Mick Murdoch and John Travers were deemed unfit to ever breathe free air again. This marked the end of a grueling trial that had captivated the nation, a trial that laid bare the horrifying and heartless nature of the crime committed against Anita Cobby. The aftermath of the trial left a profound impact on the community. A collective sigh of relief was felt as justice was served, but the scars of the brutal act of violence were far from healed. The loss of Anita, a beloved nurse and beauty queen, had sent shockwaves throughout the nation. Her untimely and tragic departure was a wound that would take years to heal, if at all. In the wake of this horrific crime, the community rallied together. Candlelight vigils were held in Anita's memory, and people from all walks of life came forward to pay their respects. Her story became a symbol of the fight against violence, and her spirit lived on as a beacon of hope and resilience. Anita's story also sparked a nationwide conversation about the need for stricter laws and more robust measures to ensure the safety of women. Her tragic end served as a stark reminder of the darkness that lurks in humanity and the urgent need for change. Yet, the story of Anita, her ruthless murder, and her indomitable spirit remains unforgettable. Anita Cobby's story is a stark reminder of the darkness that resides in humanity, a call for constant vigilance and the need for unrelenting justice. Her tragic tale stirs deep introspection, a brutal testament to the evil that can lurk in the most unexpected corners. It's a lesson in empathy, a plea for awareness, and a rallying cry for justice. As we contemplate this chilling tale, we ask you, our viewers, what changes do we need to make in our society to prevent such sordid acts of violence? Share your thoughts with us.